What is going on, guys? Merijn here and welcome to the video. I'm excited to say these words because I am back. And if you're happy to have me back, please give this video a thumbs up. Show me some freaking love, man. If you're an OG and you're feeling these nostalgic vibes, comment down below. I am currently living out of my suitcase, as you guys have seen in the last video. If you haven't, make sure to check it out because that also explains why all this stuff is here. But yeah, today I'm gonna take you guys through my day, so with no further ado, let's get it rolling. So I haven't given you guys an actual update on how I've been feeling since I got back from my trip to Dubai and since I took some time off social media, etc. And it's been really good, guys. I was kind of doubting if I was gonna feel good when I get back from the trip, and maybe just at the end of the trip I was like feeling good, but maybe that was just like a snapshot. Maybe that was just for like a day or two that I thought I was feeling good again. But actually the great days have been coming back. Which was what I was hoping. So yeah, I'm really feeling like myself again. It's all good. Really needed that break. That just did me really well mentally. So super happy that I did so. Best decision ever. And I'm gonna keep that in mind to do this more often. You know, whenever I'm feeling a little bit off or I don't feel like 100% myself or energized or creative, take some time off social media, take some time off my phone, and you know, have a little actual vacation where I don't have to worry about a thing. So awesome decision, super happy, and I'm glad to be back on the tubes. So the main thing I've been doing in the last 2 weeks, because I haven't been filming when I get back from Dubai, I decided like I'm gonna take the month February off filming still, so that I'm even more excited to get back on YouTube. Because I was really excited after Dubai, but then I thought I can be even more excited if I just wait like 2 more weeks. So I did so, and that worked out. But in the meantime, you know, I've been working on this online course for you guys that I've been, you know, that's already been in the works for literally months. But I really needed my full focus. So the whole, like, it's gonna be like combination of like written stuff, you know, presentations, video, etc. And I have all the written stuff done now, and also a bunch of videos already, but I still need to make a lot of videos. This is gonna be the most detailed, the most comprehensive, and, you know, massive program I've ever released. I'm super excited. There's so many hours already into it, but the finish line is coming close. So this online course has been having my 100% focus, and I cannot wait to release it. It's gonna be somewhere in April that is 100% finished, and then I would love you guys to join it to get shredded before summer and to get in your absolute best shape ever, to blow your old shape away. It's gonna be freaking epic. Now you guys know, nostalgic feels call for nostalgic meals. And it is 10:30 by now, still doing intermittent fasting, just not for as long. And obviously I also brought my goodies with me. There we go. Salted caramel, baby. I'm going for 30 grams away. So mix that in. And now I'm gonna try something I've never tried before. I'm gonna add this protein spread, chocolate hazelnut. This is like literally like Nutella. I'm gonna add that to the oats and see how that combo is. So far I've just used this with like pancakes or on rice cakes, very nice as well. But never done it in my oats. Let's see. Now one serving is 15 grams, so I'm shooting for that. Yeah. So I'm gonna mix this in and let it melt. Yeah, I think this is gonna work. And last up, adding some blueberries. So here we go, let's give that a try for the first time. Fuck, that is good. That is crazy good. Now I'm not gonna lie, it's called protein spread. It's not crazy high in protein, it's super low in fats. I'll put the macros of it on the screen, but the taste, like, it's unreal, okay? If you like Nutella, if you're a Nutella lover, this is the shit. But combined with the salted caramel and like the chocolate hazelnut, this is a deadly combo, man. I'm gonna keep this in. Sometimes I eat my oats with peanut butter. This is just a whole different vibe. Now, as always, discount code and a link to my protein is in the description box of this video. Right, so I just went to the grocery store to pick up some essential foods. Not too much because I went on foot, but I'm gonna show you guys what I got. This bread is gonna be for my next meal right now. Got all the carbs for late at night, man. You guys already know. Some rice cakes. This one is really nice, stracciatella quark. Macros are solid. Got some eggs. For the carbs, some potatoes, pasta. These little snacks, very high in fiber, super nice. Then I got this low-fat ice cream. Absolutely love it. Don't eat this too much, then it gets a little boring. But sometimes at the end of the night I have more carbs left than protein. And if I have more protein left, I'll eat this. If I have more carbs left, sometimes this is better to fit in my diet. And obviously to deal with those cravings. Then we have some beef here, 85% chocolate. Got some sauce for chicken and rice. Some Brussels sprouts. Green pesto, gonna use this for meal prep today. And got a little snack for now. Now obviously this is not my complete diet. These are just some basic items that I got for now. Meal number 2, about to go down. Now guys, for the past month, I haven't tracked a single macro or a single calorie. All right, I've been off tracking. For me, that's a big deal because I'm used to doing that. Like, it's kind of my lifestyle, is part of it. I don't find it a big deal normally at all. I like doing that. I like to measure what I'm putting into my body, so I know exactly what the outcome is or what I have to change. You know, to measure things, right? And just to make sure that I'm steady and I'm following up on whatever goal I have at the moment. Now, you know, after doing the show and all that, and then shredding down again, I just, you know, I was just like, it somehow didn't feel right to track my macros afterwards. I felt like I was very over obsessed. You know, like just a very unhealthy relationship with food. If I would, like, you know, eat a little bit too much and I would track it into the app, I would feel shit and then I would fuck up and, like, you know, all this stuff that I have talked about many times in like binging videos and things. And I felt like, you know, in order to kind of like battle that, maybe it would be a good idea to stop tracking my food intake. So that's what I did for the past month. I stopped tracking, and in the beginning, once I stopped tracking, it was pretty bad. I started eating a lot of food because my hunger was still through the freaking roof, right? Yeah, after a week or two, things started to get much better, and I started to really, you know, like kind of find my peace with food, right? Because the meaning of intuitive eating that I find here, which kind of makes sense, is an intuitive eater is defined as a person who makes food choices without experiencing guilt or an ethical dilemma, honors hunger, respects fullness, and enjoys the pleasure of eating. Few of us are immune to guilt and judgment regarding our food choices. Yeah, like the respecting fullness, that is something that I definitely had to struggle with, but that right now really has evened out over the weeks. And that is really like not an issue anymore, but it definitely was at the beginning, right? Yeah, I'm about to head to the gym right now. Big leg workout today. All the food and intuitive eating way too much at the beginning has also caused me to, you know, gain quite some weight, but definitely good weight, pretty beefed up, and put on a really good amount, like not just muscle, but especially like gaining back my strength has been going very well. So let's crush this workout. That was some freaking good stuff, guys. Heavy workout. Time for some food. I'm having a prep meal here. Vegan chicken shawarma with rice and veggies. Pretty damn good. This is like 400 calories. I'm also gonna have 2 caramel rice cakes with that. Now, what has been my experience with not tracking my macros for a month and doing more intuitive eating? For me, it was a really good move, I would say. I have gained some unnecessary fat, but that is something that I accepted as well. I'm also just a little bit bloated from, you know, perhaps like eating too much, and that will even out. For me personally, I just, you know, store a lot of fat in my face. It's the first place that I hold fat and water. So when I go from a cut to, you know, eating more food, being in caloric surplus, or like binge eating, which I haven't done now, but you know, right after the show, it directly goes to my face first. So then you can see like my body can be, you know, decently lean, and the first thing goes to is my face. But then as I continue eating more over the weeks or months, it kind of like evens out. So that is what it is. But even though I've gained all this weight, I am like okay with it, you know, and that is a very important thing. I do feel like, you know, tracking macros is not for everybody. I personally really like it. It is the most accurate and precise way of doing things rather than, you know, estimating like what you're doing. Obviously when you have a meal plan and you eat the same thing every day, that is kind of the same as tracking macros in a way, because you're doing it very precise too. But if you're just intuitive eating, is completely different, because you kind of like eat when you're hungry. It's a lot of self-regulation. So that is something that really helps with, and it helped with for me, is to get kind of like that self-regulation back, to get like my hunger fullness on point, you know, like know when to stop eating, etc. So as far as that, I'm very happy that I did it, but I am gonna go back to tracking macros because I do want to do things as, you know, precise as possible, and I do love tracking macros. I do love if it fits your macros, being able to fit in, you know, all these foods into my diet and still reaching my goals to the best of my ability, you know, do everything perfect as far as, you know, hitting my targets every single day. Because if you're doing intuitive eating, some days you may eat more than on other days, and then you might, you know, some days not be in a caloric surplus, or some days you'll be in a deficit. And a lot of people, they underestimate the amount of calories that foods have and how calorically dense foods are. So for some people, intuitive eating might not be the best thing if you don't have experience with tracking macros and you don't have an idea of how many calories are in certain foods. So I do recommend everybody to at least track macros for a while and track calories to kind of like get an understanding of foods. Now, I've done this for a very long time, so obviously I do have that understanding myself. With that said, I'm gonna wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are happy to have me back on the tubes. If so, again, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you very soon again. Peace out.
This complications spin my mind, but I know I gotta keep pushing through. Yeah, I keep doing my own thing. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again.